What's up, y'all? It is your girl HD.
Brian Patrick Davis.
And A-Star.
And we are the
Crew Love Show.
So how y'all feeling? I ain't seen y'all, I feel like, in like a week.
You haven't seen me in a week.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Brian Patrick POA Davis?
Nothing. Actually. Don't want to talk about it.
That's fair. That's fair.
You have some new shines to use. So what
I
happened?
had my new shines last episode.
Let's talk about it.
What is there to talk about?
Shining, shining, shining.
I got a grill. She's talking about my grill.
Yeah, that girl was definitely there last week.
Yeah, because I'm a thug.
did you
Ace
talk
isn't
about
used to
it,
me
though?
being a thug. No,
I'm
I don't
talking
have to
about
talk
it.
about it. Okay, thugs don't
Thugs don't talk about being thugs.
We just live our life. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So new episode. We do not have a special guest this go round.
And that's okay. I'm good with
Pretty
that.
much.
You sad about that?
I'm not. I'm actually really
Okay.
happy about it because I feel like the guests. I love our guests, but it's always nice to chill and relax with the team.
You know what I think? I think that we should take this opportunity to allow the listeners to get to know us a little better.
Okay.
So like, I think that we should ask each other a question or two.
What type of question?
That'll, like allow people a window
Okay.
of sorts into who we are
Into our onion.
as individuals.
I say that word. No boy.
Okay.
I don't want to go
Who's
first,
that creeping
though.
at your window?
Right. I kind of want you to go first. You can give us like an example or something. I'll go first. I'll go first. Unless you want to go first, Asiana. No? Okay.
That just says to me that she doesn't have any questions. that she
Right.
wants to
And
ask.
so the question is just like personable. Is it work related or like...
It doesn't matter. I feel like it can be
Okay.
just...
I guess my question to you guys is...
You have to answer the question
okay,
too, though.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to answer the question for yourself?
I'll answer. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. My question is, have you ever felt like you were like, what am I trying to say? I probably should have like,
Worded it in your head.
yeah. Have you ever felt stuck?
Ooh.
And it specifically with like your career, I'll say that. Because we could feel stuck in all types of. I
You
feel
had
like
a very
everybody-
visceral reaction
Ooh.
to that question.
Ooh,
so
I
think
didn't finish.
You should ask first.
Right.
But
I
no,
mean, you
have
should
you
answer
ever
first.
felt stuck, and then when you got to that point, how did you, if you did, get out of it?
I think I'm probably the definition of being stuck.
Stuck ass girl.
Out of the crew. Out of the crew. I think obviously I think my stuckness is like publicized. Like everybody knows. Like I've been stuck at one job, in the same position, and it's like it's awkward, but it's also like very, acknowledging that like, okay, well, I'm good at this job enough to still be here. But then I'm also like, am I too good that nobody else can be here?
But do you feel like everybody notices that you're stuck, or do you just know that you're stuck? So you think everybody else, do you think everybody else sees you and they be like, oh yeah, she the one that me, and that's it.
I think because then everybody also looks like what's next, and like there is no next. So then it's also like for
Not
me.
there's no next.
Always
Well, no,
the
if
next.
I'm still going back, like retreating or whatever, staying in the same position, like there's no growth. Like we call that insanity. Like, woo. But I think in life in general, I get in this thing called limbo, and I've had to I talk to my therapist. Like I do not.
You have a
like limbo.
therapist?
Heck yeah.
You ain't with the therapy?
Oh, I've been in therapy for years.
You go to therapy
Nah,
now to
bitch,
this
you got a
day?
therapist?
I'm dead. I never knew this. Okay.
Yeah, nah. I have a
Don't you
one-on-one.
excited about
I am
therapy?
excited because I didn't know that Ace had a therapist. That's sickening. Okay.
Yes, but I talked to her about the limbo. And limbo for me has been like the word that I use, like of being stuck. Stuck mentally, creatively, like the whole 9 yards. And like obviously the job played a lot of it because like I came in here, you know, when I first started my job, I didn't know, you know, I didn't come in for what I didn't start working doing the thing I thought I came for. So then to move into a space and then just be there and then still be there and then try something else but still be there and then come back and do something else and still be there. It's like no matter how much I can add to my plate, to my title, to my job description, it was like you still doing the same thing. You might make a little more money, but it was like limbo.
Okay, but Ace,
like
I want to add a caveat to that. Do you feel that you have given the opportunity for other people to step into your space to allow you to be unstuck?
Allow other people to?
Yeah. Like, do you feel like you've been open to the process of allowing somebody else to kind of like take your position for you to fully transition out of it? Like, have you given somebody a fair...
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
I've like released it. I've got to the point where like I am done. Like I know I'm done. I'm mentally done. Like I've, you know, separated myself to then have to be brought back multiple times. So it's like I did it over and over. And it's one thing to be like physically like, okay, here you got something else to do. This your new job. Boom. But it's another thing to like mentally say like, okay, I am not here anymore. I'm here and I'm going to grow and I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better than I was in that position. So yeah, like, and I've also like known like, and I heard this like probably like a preacher or something a long time ago, like before podcasts were a thing, but it was like the pastor was like, you are living in somebody's dream job and it's not your dream. Like you're taking up that space in a place that somebody else is dying for, dreaming of, and you're just in that box and you got to get out, because once you get out, somebody else is going to get that dream that they've been waiting on. And like a lot of people talk about, oh, boy, you got the dream job. You got the dream job. And I'm like, it was never my dream. It was never my dream. It was, you know, and to this day, it's not my dream. So it's like, I'm fulfilling a position, but I'm also in somebody's spot. And it's like, you can't get what you are going to get blessed with, or you're not going to get your opportunity or make it to the box that you're trying to get to until you get out of this box. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. But like limbo in life has been one of those things. Like you trying to get in, jump out, jump in, jump out, but you're stuck and you don't know. Clouded judgment, creativity is like at a halt. Yeah. And to be the top creative, to be the genius, it sucks. Like it sucks bad. And it's almost like the only way out is to force yourself to create, and force yourself to create in a way that you didn't do before. Like if it's time or if it's space, like if it's energies, like we know for a fact, if you get some good energy around you, a lot gonna happen. If you get some bad energies, everything stop, everything clogged up. And that's with relations, friendships, people that ain't trying to go where you going. So I think for me, like I know all too well, like being stuck. And what for me stuck was limbo. And when my therapist, she tell me like, hey, you gotta move. Like ain't nobody else gonna move you. It's up to you to move yourself. So
I cannot believe Ace has a therapist.
Not you stuck on that point, man.
I didn't hear nothing else. Dang. I'm stuck on the fact that
not you didn't hear.
I'm playing.
I
heard everything. I'm still just stuck on the fact that Ace has had a therapist
this whole time.
For the last 3 years.
The whole time? No, I'm just joking.
I mean, you give a lot of therapy. We have like I keep.
Oh yeah, because Ace be trying to call me for advice.
You text better than you talk.
Yeah, because I be mean. Not mean, but
no, I'm saying like the things that
no, it's okay.
Me,
you can say that you're mean.
We can relate better via text, and like I keep your text. Like you're one of the only threads I just don't delete. only because of what you've said in your threads.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. Ace. Nobody's ever told me they killed my thread.
Yeah. Her favorite emoji. I hate this emoji.
I love it.
So
you can pick your own little skin tone and shit, so it's really not hand.
Girl.
They need to add nails.
They need to add one. So then somebody can like send the other.
Oh, that's lame. I feel this because like if I send you one, you can send me one back, and then it joins.
Sounds pretty gay.
Okay, anyway, Brian, have you ever felt stuck? And if so, how did you get up out of it? If you got out of it,
I've never felt stuck necessarily in like stuck in a position. I have felt stuck in like in a state of like uninspiredness, if that makes sense. I think that sometimes like when you're around a client too much, or have been, you know, like just working with the same person for a long time, and they're not really a person that's like driven by ideas. Sometimes, and sometimes I think like new energy needs to come on both sides of the coin in order to like move things forward. Right. So, you know, like you might not necessarily be inspired by what somebody's product is. So it's harder for you to create on that end, and they might be uninspired because they're just stuck in a space, or haven't had the lived experience to be able to draw from because they've been on the go. So like I don't necessarily think I've felt stuck in a position, but I have felt like, okay, in this moment where I am right now creatively, there's nothing else I can offer you, because our creative relationship may have run its course. And I think that there have been instances, I know specifically for me, where I've worked with people or worked with an artist, and they might have an idea for a project, and I've been like, I don't have anything for that. Mm-hmm. I'm not there, or I'm not inspired by that. And they need new creative energy to kind of like breathe life into whatever it is that they're trying to do. Yeah. And I think, like Ace said, the best way to like advance over that hurdle is kind of just to surround yourself with new energy. And also like, make yourself a little bit uncomfortable too. Like, and also like bring in other creatives that you trust that kind of like are on the same vibe or same, because those people might be able to inspire you as well. Yeah. So yeah, I think I have felt stuck as it pertains to like, okay, I'm not really inspired by this. I'm not really, this is not like leading me to anything. And sometimes that can block you from having new ideas. Yeah.
Or if the product is stagnant. I think that's like having something that's so stagnant. Like,
what do you mean by stagnant though?
Like the same, like it doesn't change. But even with that, like even with something like music, yeah, like if I'm working with an artist, and you know, like for the past 2 projects they've done this one thing, and then on the 3rd project they do something that's similar to the first 2 things, and they're looking for they're looking for new creative ideas. It's like,
we did
that. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's been done. Like, it has to, and that's why I love, like, when artists get really conceptual with their ideas, or, like, try to create a whole entire era around what it is that they're doing, because then it allows you to kind of, like, it allows you to like double down on ideas and like narrow things a little bit, so that you can get really, really specific, and you can come up with, it's like it's almost like I think of things like that, like a pomegranate. Like, it's a really like complex fruit, but at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of seeds together. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like really specific, but it's also like this broader idea that you like put all these little like details to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know, y'all.
As creatives though, like we often like get pushed, quote unquote, to the limit, right? You want us to like go hard every time we create. But if we do it and we keep doing it, Don't you think we gave? But not even that. We gave our best. Like, so I'm not gonna turn in no bullshit. I'm not turning in just any old project. Like, yeah, I can, but it's probably really.
And you know why I'm not going to do that either? Because my name is on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so if you say I want more, I want better.
It's like, well, shit, I'm gonna do better then, because you ain't finna say I'm not gonna do better.
I gave you the best. Like,
And
but you gonna keep giving the best.
But you know what's crazy about that too is also sometimes like I did the best with what you gave me too.
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, like when you're dealing with people like that, be fucking their head up because it's like, oh, this is what you gave me, but it's like, but nigga, look at what you gave me to work
My
with.
Resources, right?
Yeah.
Like,
My edits, these the notes,
right?
and boom.
No,
I'm
yeah.
happy.
But that really, like that can fuck a client's head up.
Yeah.
Because it's like I worked with what you gave me to work with.
Across the board.
And I made that shit fire.
Yeah,
So just imagine.
as fire as I could with what you gave me.
And it was fire too.
Yeah.
Imagine you add a little
But
sauce.
I did it again, and I
Imagine
did it
you-
again, and I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it again, and I
Add
did it
some
again,
sauce,
and I
add
did
some
it
people,
again,
add
and I
some,
did it
like, it's so
again.
many other.
Well, clearly you have some thoughts about that,
Assets,
girl.
right.
So
Go ahead, talk to the people then.
yeah.
No, I was gonna say, I don't know. I always feel stuck. And it's really weird because I'll have like good moments. I'm not crying, my eyes watery, I know this. I have really good moments where I'm just so stuck. I'm just always stuck. No. But I always feel like stuck. Like I'll have my good moments. I have I have moments. And then it's like, damn, I want something else. Like, shit, I want to do something else. And I do something else. But then not even that, like, I've definitely been in a situation where I felt super stuck. I feel stuck now. Like I said, I always feel stuck. But I don't know. When I get stuck, I think it varies for me. Either I feel very uninspired, which is probably all the time. Because I'm one of those people too. Like I have to constantly be stimulated, like constantly.
I mean, but also because like what you do is visual.
Yes, and I mean when I say stimulated, y'all, I'm saying like I have to like it has to see anything.
But I think what you're explaining is stagnant. Like that's literally what you're saying though.
No, that is what I'm saying. So I was gonna say both of y'all. I'm like both of y'all stuck. Like because it has to be just amazing all the time. And even if the client can't make it amazing for me, I have to always figure out
You have to feel like you learned something.
Yeah. I had to feel like I learned something. One, but then two. That's why for me, like when I go home and I'm watching my movies or like I'm chilling and it's 9 p.m., I don't want to get phone calls because I have to recharge. Yeah. Because I feel stuck right now. And a lot of times in the past, I haven't done it necessarily with the company we work for now, but in the past, like I'll just quit. Like up and quit. Like I'm out of this bitch. I'm gone.
Well, unstuck yourself.
Now that's not the answer either.
It's not the answer, and that's why I haven't done it here because you have to grow the fuck up. But it's
unstucking.
Yeah, and then because for me, once I quit, now it's like, ooh, I'm stimulated again. I gotta figure some shit out. Yeah,
I gotta go get that.
I mean, but that's a good point. Maybe for some people, and I'm not necessarily saying this for everybody, but maybe sometimes the stimulant is like the fire
of like
now I gotta figure some shit out. Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
But we are living in a generation now where they quit. Like they literally just quit. Yeah. And their quitting isn't the old school, like I've been here, I put in my energy and I quit.
They're like, very much no.
They're like, no, I want to go fill it out. I want to see what it's like to go do this for 2 weeks. I want to go do this for 2 months. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to LA. I want to go to China. And I'm going to. And I think they're so empowered that no elders or older, like vintage OGs get it. And it's like, yeah, they're past microwave generation.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my question.
Boy.
Because generationally, I'm a little bit older than both of you. So y'all are not going to be able to answer this question. I'm serious. Y'all are not going to
Mr. Vintage.
Y'all are not going to be able to answer this question the way that I'm going to answer this question.
All right, go ahead. Well, can you answer it first then?
Yeah, I can answer it first. And I have notes for this question. Because I didn't want to forget anything.
Okay. Go ahead. Do your thing.
So, my question for both of you and for myself is, well, I'm going to rephrase the question for the two of you because I don't know if y'all will be able to do this. But I was going to ask, what are the top 10 albums that have like shaped you in life. I know y'all not gonna be able to do 10 because y'all are 12 years old.
Oh,
so,
my God.
But
I'll take
for
it.
me, I'm gonna say my top 10, but I want y'all to give top 5. Okay.
See, I listen to a lot of like songs.
I know
like,
you-
my parents
you-
put music on CDs.
You be
for
listening
me.
to a lot of music.
Yeah,
but
but
I
I
can
got
understand.
albums.
So, but that's what I'm saying. I can understand why you would have less albums because your music
It's like everywhere.
is everywhere.
Yeah.
This one is a DJ, and I don't know how she don't know albums.
I want you to ask her. You got to answer first because I got to hear. No matter of fact, we're gonna keep you last. You go first.
Okay.
Because this is a finale right here. I want to hear what she got to say.
So
I
my
already know
top,
your music choice, girl. Ooh,
my
Chile.
top 10 albums are Aaliyah's self-titled album, Aaliyah, the Red album.
Yes. I like that album.
NERD In Search Of, Complex Simplicity by Tidra Moses,
Love that.
Southern Hummingbird by Tweet,
Okay.
Beyonce's Renaissance. That's number
Really?
5.
That made the
Yeah.
top.
Wow.
What?
It's my favorite Beyonce album.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll go. Okay.
Full Moon by Brandy. Any songwriter or vocal producer, if they say that they didn't fuck with Full Moon, they're lying. Anybody that writes R&B music, they're lying.
Okay.
Janet, Period by Janet Jackson.
Okay.
One of my favorite R&B albums of all time, 100% Genuine by Genuine.
Interesting.
Justified by Justin Timberlake. And Hard Candy by Madonna.
Interesting. You want to give a quick story about Genuine?
No.
Shit, I want to give you a story about Genuine.
Are you old enough to give us a story about Genuine?
No, I want to
She
tell
wants my
Brian's story.
Okay.
Oh.
I will tell my story about
'Cause
Genuine.
I was gonna tell it.
You were going to tell my story?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Not
that's-
just
you didn't
wanna tell
stealing
us,
the
I was gonna
narrative.
tell it.
Recipe of
Okay,
what
so
you can't
y'all.
do.
Okay, so y'all.
Whatever.
If you guys didn't know yet, I'm gay.
Who doesn't know that?
And
when?
it's been a long time.
Wait a minute.
No,
Since
since
when?
when?
Tell them.
Okay.
Since when?
Okay, yeah. So this is kind of like a joke, but not a joke also.
In real.
Literally, like, I think that the back of Genuine's 100% Genuine album cover made me gay. Wow. It's like a picture of him, and he's like just standing there. It's like an orange backdrop. It's like, lit really well.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Peck.
And he's shirtless,
Yeah, okay.
and his body is like covered in milk. And I just remember as a young person being like, oh my God. Like that picture like literally like did something to me.
Got milk commercial.
It's from that shoot, but
but
he
it's
has
not
like
that one.
milk all over his body.
Got milk
I gotta
commercial.
find
I don't know why D remembers that story. Yes, that's the picture. Please show that to the camera. Please, can you?
Can the camera see?
That you zoomed in.
That's the picture. So
should've
yeah,
got that
but that's
blown up
not
for
why
his
I love
birthday.
that album. That's a
I know,
great R&B
but it
album.
was just a funny story that I got that one.
I can't believe you remember that.
Yes, because I
You
think that is
fucking
so
creep.
funny.
Right.
That is so
Okay, D,
hilarious.
give me your top 5 albums. I'm interested to hear these.
Can I pull out my title?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Pull out my title.
You have him say it?
Cause I don't know like that. I know the body of work when I don't
Yeah.
always know the.
No,
pull
I
out.
feel you.
Okay, so for sure, Beyonce, "Dangerously in Love."
Okay, that's interesting.
Barely.
Yeah,
Old enough.
because I remember like playing that. I played that shit out when I was a kid.
What?
I played the whole thing out. Okay, we had the CD, and my mom would play it in the car.
Okay, I was about to say.
Luther Vandross.
Okay.
Oh,
The
wow.
self-titled Luther album.
We
Okay.
would fuck that one up too. Me, my mom, my sister. Okay, especially the first one. Excuse me, miss. What's your name?
Oh, girl.
Come hang with me.
Okay.
Possibly.
I got it.
Okay. Where I Want to Be, Donnell Jones.
I love that album. That's interesting. Okay.
Y'all know I love
that
Donnell
album. That's a
Jones.
great album.
Period.
You got 5, so I'm trying to figure this out.
You got 2 more.
Confessions by Usher.
Okay, that's a good one. Classic.
You can,
That's
if
a
that's yours,
classic.
you know. After the Storm by Monica.
Wow. Okay, that's real Atlanta of you.
Give a little.
And then
Honorable mention.
Young Rich Niggas by the Migos. Hey, Young Rich Niggas.
You knew it was coming.
Trapping out of house with the boys on the window. Trapping
Ma'am.
What grade were you?
I was in high school. Try that a bit. Hey.
Let me tell you something. I was a good college graduate.
That's what I was
But
wondering.
when the Migos dropped their first shit, I was a college graduate. Okay. Ace, let me get your top 5, and you can get one honorable mention too, since D did.
Oh Lord. Okay. First off, I want to do my top 5 dead or alive rap. Sorry, because this is where I came from.
Okay.
So, these are weird, but we're gonna go with it. Obviously, Big Sean. I'm a Big Sean to death. So Big Sean is my one. Obviously not in this order because the things.
Yeah, we're not.
Well, you said you're one, so.
Well, he's my one. But
Okay, so everybody else is no particular order.
Got it.
J. Cole.
Really? You would do not say
Kanye
J.
West.
Cole ass nigga.
Sci-Hi.
The
I love
Prince.
Side.
Prince.
Okay. Yeah, that's cute.
And B.O.B. Those are my top 5. Yeah.
I'm actually very, very, very impressed by your top
And my top 5 has always been my top 5. Like, I've had, like, people
That's like
come
your
and
top
go.
5 rappers or top 5 artists?
Rappers, yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I'm
Yeah,
very
rappers.
shocked by Ace
Yeah,
right
that-
now.
that's
y'all.
just rappers
She has a
alone.
therapist. J. Cole is on her top 5. What?
Yeah, I'm a good
Who
one.
is
I'm
A?
a
This
J.
is my
Cole.
first time meeting Ace, y'all.
All right,
This
so-
episode
Okay,
is
so
so
top 5 albums.
Now, these are, so when you came with the question, like, I had to, like, jog it back because, like, Apple Music and, like, DJing wise, so much music. My
Please tell
catalog-
everybody what
And
you
also
listen to.
because Ace only listens to Rod Wade and Jacquees.
Please, yes. Tell the
just want-
camera who you listen to
Camera
all the
two?
time.
Okay, listen.
My camera too.
That's why this is
Ace
a finale,
only
y'all.
listens to sad boy music
And
Jacquees
sex music, yes. Yeah, hey,
and Rod Wade.
Hey Alexa, play
And
Rod
that's
Wade.
it.
Hey Alexa,
That's
If
it.
y'all
play
seen her
Rod Wade
playlist,
Essentials.
all of it is Rod Wade, Jacquees, Rod Wade.
Every time I've gotten into the car with Ace,
I've
Rod
been
Wade,
wrong
Rod
so
Wade, blah,
many
blah, blah,
times.
blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what to believe.
I don't know. It's
Ace ass.
Okay, so give us your albums.
But when it comes to albums, like, and I mean, like, going to the store as a kid, like, saving up money, using my money, like, physically going to purchase albums. Impactful, life-changing albums. So, Usher, I would have to say My Way.
Okay.
And that was
To satisfy me.
I don't know. I have
She
so
keeps
much, like,
running back to see me do it.
My way.
all the way to, like, having
My
issues with
way.
children's church and, like, them telling us, like, are you, like, music and secular music and, like,
Oh, because you was playing it.
not even that, just being in the church and, like, having a battle of both worlds. Like, okay, so, like, I love music and I love entertainment, but then I also, like, love to be here. So it's like, why is it a problem? And they were
Work
like,
inner
they told me-
turmoil.
Yeah, they told me pick a record, and they were like, what's a bad record?" And or what they could explain to me why a song was bad. And I was like, Usher, My Way. And they literally tried to turn the record. They were like, he's trying to get you to talk about his way and not the Lord's way. And I was like, what? So at a young age, I was like, Usher, My Way. And, like, obviously, before I became his mentor, before I worked underneath him, like, before he even named me,
He was your
A-star.
mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you was his mentor. Usher gonna look at this and be
Well,
like,
I'm like, wait a minute, Ace, you was Usher's mentor?
I said before he became my mentor.
No, that's not what you said.
Not you taught Usher everything he knows to this. That's why you're on this show, Ace.
Okay, anyway. And before he named me Ace Star, like, I was already a fan. Like, I
Oh,
was a
okay,
fan
that's
of
what's
him
up.
as entertainment.
That's a
as
nice
an
full
entertainer.
circle moment
Yeah, like,
story.
posters on the wall. Like, I was that kid. Like, you get the poster out the magazine.
You was in love with
out
Usher?
the album. No,
Did you like his
No, I'm
cover
just-
too?
Yeah, nah. I would put the posters on
Yeah,
the wall. All right, so
Okay,
that's Usher.
album 2.
That's My Way. Okay, number 2. You can't have one without the other, and that's just music alone. So, Aaliyah, I Care For You.
Okay.
And I do remember getting the physical CD and, like, getting, like, unwrapping it and everything. I used to think, like, that's why when I looked at the TV, to have somebody I could look like.
Oh, okay.
And so like the black glasses, the hair, like the tomboy swag, like everything for me was like looking at her on TV. And obviously until her her untimely death is just like, that's what I looked at. And so for you to not have any other pretty kind of like soft tomboy, but like not too hard, but like still want to be that it person, like that it girl, that's what I looked at. So obviously I care for you. Next would be, I know this is it just like goes the total opposite way. Lil Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow, you just don't know the way you move so fast across the floor. I mean, you're about to like all the time.
Okay. So, as Brian has his thing, like, I don't think there was nothing that was like, yes, girls, like, you know, obviously there was nothing, but like that
you
was
didn't
like,
see yourself in Lil Bow Wow too?
Now you trying to be.
No, what I'm saying is like there was nothing that was like, yes, like, you know what I'm saying? But for like me, it was like you were a young girl. It was Bow Wow. Like there was nobody like you either
Bow Wow
like
was
Bow Wow
my crush
or you
too.
like Bow Wow. Like you had to fit in. You like Lil Bow Wow, so like yes, Lil Bow Wow, shout out, whatever.
Yay.
Now growing up, I have to go Big Sean, Finally Famous.
Okay, that's a good one.
And I mean, front to back to front. Our personal relationship, me like meeting him. I was DJing, and you know, kind of like tweeted him on Twitter and was like, "Oh, I'll be there." And I literally was supposed to be at work, and I got off my job before like I went in, clocked in, left out like I was like doing a lunch break. Went
So you lied.
Right.
Pretty much. Yeah. Good thing I don't have that job or that boss anymore. But I went to I went to go see him, met him, and it was like instant connection. He was like, "Oh, you from Twitter? You DJ start from Twitter?" I'm like, "Yeah." And like that was it. And I had already knew a little bit about him, knew a little of his music, but like that was like our icebreaker. And then from there on, invite me to shows, every show, Vegas, Super Bowl parties, private parties, like, and I've got to grow with him in his career as well. And he's always shown love. So definitely him. And is there one more?
You have one more.
Okay.
What's it gonna be? 'Cause I can't
Okay.
Bam.
I don't know. This one's tricky because like it's like a throw up. Like I have so many. Like obviously Cole's like one of my favorites, but then like Kanye. Like I will.
You have an honorable mention.
Yeah, you have
You
one
got- you
honorable
got-
mention.
you got-
Okay.
more.
Okay. Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
Friday Night Lights. J. Cole. And I mean front to back. Obviously, he was like the college kind of not fit in. Wasn't in the box. And then Kanye. And I think Kanye. is a
Which
collective.
Kanye?
Nope. Honorable mention Kanye as a collective.
you
No,
gotta
because
give us an album,
and also
girl.
Kanye's whole discography do not shit like
It's
that.
all different. Yeah, you're gonna have to be
Okay,
more...
but if I say this, like nobody's gonna.
You
Okay,
can
that's
say
fine.
like
What is
first,
it? What is
if your honorable mention are the first 3 Kanye albums, I'll allow it. I even allow.
Let her have her honorable mention. Ace, what you got? Which album of Kanye?
And you better not say
No,
Donda.
be quiet. What is it?
We had something to do with Donda's. Don't even do that.
No hell we
All
did.
right, we
did.
I
We
have
did.
shit to do with
Yes,
that
we
album.
did. We were very much involved.
We did. Okay, keep go. What you got?
The gospel album.
Little love, make it all right. Make it all
What's the album? What's the name of that album?
Make it all right. Isn't it?
Sunday?
No, it's called
not
Jesus
Donda?
is King.
No,
Which one am I thinking about?
the Sunday one. Sunday.
Sunday service.
And the girl is singing like I love.
That album is called Jesus is King.
Is it
Then maybe it's the group. What is the one with all of them? Sunday. I thought it's called
Sunday
Service.
Choir?
Sunday
Yeah, Sunday
service
Service.
is the name of the group.
Okay.
But the album is called Jesus is King.
Okay, with that one.
Well, I
think Donda was kind of.
I'm a Kanye.
No, it wasn't
So
a
I just
gospel.
want all Kanye. I'm sorry.
You even like the one where it was
No
like
shade.
the,
Fuck
the
Kanye
metal
West.
music?
I said it.
Oh man, I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Okay.
that was it.
What's your question, Ace? You got a question?
Yes. I don't even know if we're gonna have enough time to get
We got
into
enough
this.
time. Come on, we got it.
Okay, so it's not so much of a question; it's a title, and I think like we can like all jump in different ways because I feel like it affects all of us. And like I always think about like I wanted to like always have a podcast and always talk about this one thing.
Oh my God! Not you want a podcast just for one thing?
No, I just always wanted to like dive in.
Girl, get to the question. We
My
ain't got that
TED
much
Talk, I got
time.
whatever
10
it takes me.
minutes.
Okay, so I feel like we're all entrepreneurs, right? Creatives or whatever the case may be. Like put the title there. Blank over anxiety. So if you're a creative, over anxiety, entrepreneur, over anxiety, like what you do over your anxiety, like the art of overcoming your anxiety, like in whatever you do. Like obviously you have life, but then you also have your career and like how it overtakes your anxiety. So, and I know anxiousness is different for everybody. Like we all go through some sort and it's just, you know, happens, but like that over. That makes sense.
You go first.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sheesh. I just feel like it's just an art of mastering that is always being done. Like it's never a recipe for success. Sometimes, like you said, like that stuckness gets you complacent, that gets you like tied up. But then like being so overly creative that you're creating so much that it looks as if your high performance isn't normal, but it's a good normal to everybody else on the outside looking in. But for you, like you are dealing with like so much and your brain is moving so fast that other people just appreciate it. But for you, it's almost like you have to take a break, and like you can't take a break because you're just always creating. You're always like trying to be the next best or the next, you know, trying to create so much better than you did the last time. And I think with me, like I get super anxious in multiple areas of my life, but I do put a lot on my plate, and I do it in a way that like I master. I'm so much of an entrepreneur that it overtakes like the anxiety that I'm having, because like if I'm not doing something in this bucket, then I'm going to go fill into this bucket. And if I'm not filling into this bucket, I'm going to go fill into this other one. So there isn't any time for me to settle in the anxiousness.
So you would say entrepreneurship over
anxiousness.
Right.
Okay.
So say that because I.
Well, I mean, it would be different. That's what I say. It would be different.
No, I'm saying you say it.
Oh yeah. Entrepreneur over anxiety.
You go next, D, because I'm still kind of
confused by the question.
Not confused, but I'm just trying to satisfy it. Yeah, in my mind.
So if I said happiness over anxiety, does that count?
I would say happiness over anxiousness.
Okay, I could tell you why, because Ace gave us a backstory, so it's only right. The reason I say this is because I'm a creative. I want to be one of the best directors and like get a whole bunch of like awards and accolades for it. Have people under me that I teach and inspire, and they go and they like spread little me's on, and I'm like living forever and shit, you know, that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I think my main goal is to be happy. Like nothing else matters to me than being happy. And because I want to be super happy, because I have times where like I guess I'm not the happiest, and I be crying again. I have times where I'm not the happiest. But you know, I like to think that I'm a positive person, that even through the attitudes and stuff, if I had to boil my whole life down and like get like to the root of like my feelings and my emotions, I would say I'm happy. And it's really important to me to always be happy. If I'm happy, I feel like everybody else can be happy. I feel like my work is happy. I feel like my clients are happy. I feel like my dog, you know, like I just feel like everything's happy. And it puts a lot of pressure on me to be happy, because I feel like everything else aligns with my happiness.
Okay. And
it makes me kind of like have anxiety about it, you know, because if I don't do well at work, I'm not happy. Now I can't pay my bills. Damn. Now I'm nervous. Like I'm about to lose my house. This is terrible.
It's a domino effect.
Yeah. Or I'm not happy, so now I'm taking out on my mom. Now she's not happy. Now it's making my grandma not happy because my mama not happy, and then my sister not happy because my grandmama not happy. They live together. Like, you know, it all counts. So happiness over anxiousness or anxiety.
And if you're not happy, then you can't perform well either.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So that's I don't really get anxious. So that's not, I don't, that's why I wanted to hear how you guys answered the question before I answered. But I think one thing that is important to me above everything else is I'm trying to find a way to word this. I would say pride over anxiety. And I say pride because there aren't a lot of things more important to me than making my people, like my family, my parents specifically, feel like they did a good job at raising the child that they brought into the world. That's really important to me. Like my parents seeing something that's representative of them, that is a good person, that treats other people well, and just shows up in the world being an amazing product of them is really important to me. And I think that drives me to just be authentic to who I am all the time. Yeah. I know that sounds kind of like, but like, yeah, like
it makes you think about it too. Like,
yeah, like I would never want my parents to like, regret bringing me here. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never, like I would hate if my parents were like not proud of me.
I hate this little nigga.
Yeah.
it's that image stuff too. Like I feel it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So like I do have this one though.
Not you get 2 questions.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, y'all have any tips? Like
a tip for the folk.
Yeah, one tip. And like right now we're in this space and time where like your health is your wealth. And like we know all too well that we often put like that on the back burner. Like we are what do they call, like burnouts? Like I ain't gonna say
burn it, but like but burning the end of the stick.
We go down to the nitty gritty, like, and if you gotta call somebody, you gonna call the crew before you call anybody else, because 1, they gonna get it done. 2, they gonna stay up all night every hour. So like, if you have to give the folks a tip listening, or like, you know, they want to know how the crew do what they do, what would you say?
Can I? This is kind of, you know, personal to me. So I would just say, honestly, like, just listen to your body. I think that's the most important thing. Like, if you don't feel, if something feels off, pay attention to what that is. Don't wait until. I used to be the type of person to be like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep it off. Don't be that person, because it could turn out to be something that, you know, could end up way worse than what you could have ever imagined it being, all because you didn't pay attention to what your body was telling you at a specific time. Yeah. So, yeah.
What you guys?
Mental health matters. And self-love, like date yourself. I think the art of like,
girl, you not even dating yourself. No, I'm just playing.
I'm
just
for
playing.
Us, like, I don't think we do it enough. Like, and I guess it's just because we weren't like really like, we didn't come up in a day and age was like, take care of yourself. Like we never came up with like it wasn't glorified. Like, it wasn't like, you didn't go see your parent to go out by themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, visually, like, I can't remember a time. But, like, started and get older, like, I could see, like, my parents starting to do stuff specifically for them that didn't have anything to do with the kids or didn't have anything to do with the family. Like, and so, like, as I see older adults, like, some in relationships, some not, some by themselves, I'm like, oh, they're dating themselves, like, at this moment, or they're doing something, like, they'll get a book and, like, post it and talk about it on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, like that's what they're doing. And so like now it's like I'm starting to like study to the self-love thing, and I'm so like intentional about it. Like I gotta like make a little checklist in my phone and like make sure I at least check something off of the self-love list. So like for me, if maybe it's getting my hair done, like that's something that is just like so hard, or like I gotta schedule it, or like going to the masseuse, like getting the masseuse, or with the pedicure, like all of those things are on the list. Like, and for me, if I at least get one self-love thing off the list, like it's really
How
good.
often though?
Right.
No, monthly. Like I think
Like
like
once
You
a month?
you only have to do one of those things a
You don't do
month?
it like at least like once a week?
Oh, nigga, please.
Every day.
Let me tell you something, nigga. Bitch, checklist giver. Yeah, nigga, like, I'm checking off the boxes, my nigga. I gotta check off a few boxes
Lady
a
said
week.
once a month.
Once a month, my nigga?
Once a week at least.
Let me tell you
Let's
something.
start
I
there.
checked off a box when we were sitting earlier today. I bought myself a PS5. Check. Did you? Hell yeah. I was sitting there on my phone like, nigga.
You buy the
Right.
PS5
I was like,
during the
nigga,
marketing
stop,
meeting?
my nigga, check.
During the marketing meeting?
I'm like, check.
I do buy myself things. Like let's not.
Oh no, Ace
Yes,
runs
wait.
up the bag. We know
Ace,
that.
what I'm
I
telling
do
you
be
is,
rubbing
my
there,
nigga,
but
check
the
off
other
more
stuff.
than one box a month.
A week.
You got the time
Once
to check
a
out.
week.
Let me tell you something. That's why when you said that, that's why I had to ask, because nigga, self-care is high on the list for me, my nigga.
Too high.
I'm talking about.
It's the highest.
I hope y'all got it.
I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna do the
But look,
things.
I think I've learned that from being around y'all two, because it's like,
Oh yeah, because we don't play no
Yeah,
games.
because we don't play no
We
play
don't
about
play
that
no
shit.
games.
My nigga, I would be
What?
like, hey,
Like,
you not doing
we
what?
don't
My
play
nigga, like,
no games.
Legit, I used to think like pedicures like every 3 months, like 4 months, like to like spread them out.
nigga, every
And I
2
was
weeks.
like,
I'm sorry,
my
I
nigga,
gotta move this microphone.
I was like,
What?
maybe like they're doing it a lot more, so like maybe I should like add it in. And I
You
was
went to
like,
go get your nails done once every 3.
it had to be like every like 2 to 3
D,
months. Like it had to space
you
out.
know how I get down. Waxes every 4 weeks. I get my hair done at least once a
Hair,
month.
like,
I get my
intentional
eyebrows
about the
threaded
appointments.
once
And
a
I used to
month.
be like-
my nigga, I have to do the things.
Appalled.
Yeah, Ace, you gotta check out more than one box a month.
I literally
I
would
need
be
to
like
see this
looking.
checklist.
Yeah, we're gonna start checking it every Friday,
But look,
every Tuesday.
I
we're
used
gonna
to be
check
like,
it,
dang,
actually.
Brian like literally is intentional about these appointments, and it was not until like you're around somebody so much that you like,
I cannot believe this. Ace has
Oh,
a
wow.
therapist.
And she only gets her
She
nails
got
done
J.
every
Cole as
3
her top 5.
and she only gets her nails
she gets
done
her
every
nails
3
done.
months.
not anymore, not anymore.
No,
is
I'm
too
just
much.
playing with you,
But
Ace.
yeah,
Okay, but
that's
no.
my self care list.
Okay, that girl checklist.
Let me see this list. I need to see it.
While y'all look at the list, my tip is
Okay, you do the intravenous, the IV drips.
I haven't started yet. I'm scared. But
Oh,
listen, listen, just listen.
You should.
Okay,
No, you
add it,
should.
please.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, D.
What's yours?
So mine is, please remember that you are a human, which goes back to what they were saying. Your clients, they're humans too, but I mean, who's the most important human besides yourself? You see what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I always say take those breaks. Don't feel bad about taking 15, 10 minutes, taking a few days. I told a few people the other day that I will work hard for like a whole 24, and then I'm gonna take another 24 the fuck off.
Maybe a
Like,
48.
'cause you got
D will
maybe
take
a 48.
D will
give us a
take-
good
D will
48.
take a
D will take
7
some
days.
time. D's gonna take
And
some
go.
time. Yes, that's me. 100%. I'm gonna work hard though. I'm not one of those people that's like I'm gonna sleep when I die. And
No,
and we
hell
working.
no. I hate when people say
I'm
that
about to
shit.
sleep.
Sleep when you're
now.
dead? Absolutely
Why would I
not.
do that? I'm not even asleep. I'm dead. Like what are you
We all got
talking
the
about?
same
No,
24
I'm
hours.
not one of those
It's
people.
all about how you spend yours.
There's all that. Yes, I do agree that hard work pays off. I'm a big advocate of working towards your dreams, putting in that work, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, if you die tomorrow, for real, did you rest today? Did you at least take 10 minutes to sleep versus dying stressed the fuck out? No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not.
So you're
doing
human.
that.
yeah.
Chill the fuck out. Sit down. Watch the Netflix show right fast, and you can get back to work after that.
Rest.
I like that. That's a good
But
one.
But I do want to
What
shout
we're gonna
out
do-
somebody. we have the ugly brand on today, so her story is ugly. So dope, black owned.
Hey, her story is ugly. Can you send me one too? Thank you.
Shout out to Skims and Essentials.
Oh no! Wait,
What about
we
your
can't
kids?
shout those two out. That's not fair. Cut that part out, man.
Why we can't shout that?
Because they good. They're fine. Skims, Kim, we're fine. Don't Skims, Kim. Her story
Please,
is
give
ugly.
me that clip.
That's who we
We
gonna
need the
hype
clip.
up. Oh, shout out to Kira. Fuck out of here.
Fuck him, that's good. Right,
She needs a
girl.
job. Are y'all hiring? Look, while we were in the store the other day, I literally
Ace walked in as
grabbed-
Akira and was like,
The
"How long is it gonna take you?"
job
I'm like, "Bitch, you might want to go home. Like, I'm not gonna be here for a minute."
Yeah, never
I
going.
grabbed the application off the front and was like, D.
Never going shopping with you.
Anywho,
I had already let her be in there 25 minutes. Like, I shopped around the whole mall.
okay, girl, shut up. Anyway, episode is done. Bye, guys.
We out.
Crew love.